Hey everybody, Michelle with Triangle Social Media. Excited to be coming live today, Wednesday at noon with some awesome people with me. I'd love to share more about what's going to happen December 3rd. December 3rd, Saturday, 12:30 p.m., downtown Raleigh, the Small Business Marketing Conference and Expo, where we get together and we learn a whole bunch of strategies and tips and things from different perspectives of marketing and growing your business, all in one place in one event. And there'll be snacks to eat and beverages and prizes and networking. There'll be an expo portion. All of the sponsors, as well as additional vendors, will have tables set up to interact with the attendees and just, connect and learn and do all the things that we do to grow our business. And so I have two experts and sponsors with me here today that I'm going to invite one of you at a time to just share a little bit about what you do, who you are, and how you help business owners. Let's start with David. Hey, David, how are you?
Good afternoon, morning, night, whenever you see this later, right? But live,
Right.
we're sitting at 12:03, so afternoon. David from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts, sitting at the RTP Durham line, so right outside of Wake County, a little bit in the middle of everything. We are your local apparel branding experts. Think about it, everywhere you go, you walk by people. So if your logo was on from head to toe, you will be seen. That is branding. There's a reason for shirts, whether it's uniforms or a fundraiser or something large. The logo is always out there. The cause is always out there, and that's what you should do. So we can do one, we can do thousands. We have a retail space where you can come in and touch and feel and find those right solutions for brand, style, budget. We basically market. We market with apparel. Your logo seen all the time. It's 100% return on investment.
That's right. And I have gotten several t-shirts, collared shirts, hats from you. And I love that you have, of course, pink in your stock because that's my color. And probably time to order some more things. But it is important. It helps, people recognize the logo on your shirt, and it's an extra stream of communication that you may capture attention, just like all
Well,
the other
for
things we do.
Right.
Right?
For years, we all have a band. We saw a band years ago, and it's sitting in our drawer. We remember that band. It's passionate. You walk down the road, especially in our area in the Triangle, and there's a light blue and white team and a dark blue and white team and a burgundy-ish, crimsonish type team, right? The three major colleges. You see them and you go, yeah, go whoever, go. I'm trying to stay neutral. But you see them and you go, right? There's a rivalry to that. It happens in
Right.
sports, and you see
Yes.
the famous Rolling Stones lips, and you start. I mean, you either like them or you don't. You remember a song, and I mean, you got something from a group or club. I mean, so there are memories, there are emotions, there is, and it's 100% branding because you know where you were, you know what you've done, you know something about them, and that's what we do. Whether it's your uniform, your event, you're giving somebody else's as a gift, you're using it as marketing and throwing them out to the crowd, right? The t-shirt cannon. It is that. It is brand awareness, and it doesn't cost anymore. You can spend a ton on social media, and as Michelle knows best, it's like 5% of the people see your Facebook post without some luck, right? Without the hashtag catching on or like, comment, share. But you're wearing something, somebody's seeing that. Everybody you walk by will see that. They may not know and have interaction, but conversation starters in marketing.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you being a sponsor to the business event that I'm excited and looking forward to all the different, the value that you offer, that you bring, that the tips you can share, and, the opportunity to. I see you networking a lot, David. So I know I've seen you a lot of different things. You have your Rockstar event coming tonight, right? And so I'll be there as well, and we can give a shout out for that.
And then
And
the two of you have one tomorrow. And the
yeah,
reason we all do it, we all want to stay visible. And if we're in our branded apparel, then cool. But it's,
yeah,
as they say in Hamilton, right? The room where it happens. It's like the more rooms you can be in where it happens, the more people you're meeting. You collect the dots and connect the dots. Don't be the person running around with the invoice or running around with the business card like it's an invoice. Be there,
right.
be in the moment. And I come to yours tomorrow. When I can, you guys come to mine when you can. This will be the third one one I've sponsored of yours, one a year or two ago, and then one a couple months ago. Why? Because you have a great event. There's great business people in there. There's always an energy. There's always learnings, right? So yes, we're all selling ourselves, however we do that, but we're all there to share and be, which in turn is the right thing to do. And so we keep supporting each other. I mean, the three of us go way back, maybe two of you more than me, but you get the point. It's like, keep running in those same circles.
Yes, absolutely. 100% agree. You know, we connect with one another, we support each other, and we grow in those relationships. And you know, you alluded to Susan. So Susan leads Business Owners Meetup, and I help her with that. We do a lot of fun things together, Susan and I. And so Susan, tell us about you and what you do and how you help people.
So I am with U.S. Health Advisors, and I specialize in helping individuals, small businesses find quality health coverage. So many small business owners these days feel they can't have coverage, they can't take care of anything, they can't take care of themselves when it comes down to it because they're growing their business and they're cutting costs wherever they can. Well, knowing a personal agent that can figure out ways to help them, whether it's the private side, whether it's ACA, whether it's they get a subsidy, it's great to try to figure that out. Because when it comes down to it, you get to take the insurance out of their hands and it comes into my hands. I'm their direct person to help them figure out their problems and try to help them and have a relief, if you want to say, of, oh, I can do this, or you don't have to pay for health insurance if you're under 50 full time, but you want to figure out how can I help some of my employees or how can I not? That's what I get to help educate and train on. You get coverage 24/7 on or off the job. So many plans nowadays don't have that coverage. So just educating people. I love to educate, let them know what's out there. Certain plans may not be the best. We don't have cookie cutter plans. They're not for everybody. Everybody has, you know, certain fits for what they want, where they want to go, what doctors. I get to do all that research for them, especially the sole entrepreneurs when they're out there hanging out on their own. They're the ones right now. They're like, okay, I don't know what I can do. I'm just throwing my hands up, or they don't want to even talk about it because they think there's no relief. There is relief, and that is what I get to do.
Well, and Susan's advantage is that she comes from retail when retail had service, right? Means there's an empathy and a sympathy and a patience. And anybody in insurance that's a salesperson, they're just trying to plug the holes and say, good, I win, right? What's it going to take to get you in a new plan today? Susan's not that person. Susan remembers what it was like to walk you through the options in a retail environment and understand that you walk into a place you don't know it, you're going to ask the dumb questions, right? So, I mean, she can hold your hand through it, and you really need that. I mean, in business, you need the lawyer, the CPA, the insurance person, the social media, right? You need people. And that's pretty important. And if you can venture into what you have with your team, then, I mean, and get it for the team, then that's even more important than just take care of yourself first. But in business, you have to take care of your team as well, if you are able to.
Absolutely. That's right. Yeah. And what I appreciate about Susan, and really both of you, like when I think about, you know, completely different businesses, but you're both right there for your customer, one-on-one, approachable, available, helpful. You go above and beyond. And so it's interesting to see, you know, some of the same features or qualities that you and some others of the other sponsors, you know, doing this event that we're doing December 3rd. You know, we want to provide excellent customer service, not just a quality product, not just a quality service like my own, you know, social media service, but we really care about the customer. We want to build that relationship and offer value.
Well, everybody hosting yours, I mean, we're all coming together because we want to learn, we want to meet people, but it becomes a community. We just talked about that. There's going to be people I'm going to meet that I've never met before, but a ton of them I know. And if they can, I mean, see how I say it in a different light, or I sit next to somebody or talk about something different. But yes, if it starts with community, then you will always have this rather than a kind of blind transactional.
Yeah.
Or if you want to talk music, Dave knows all that music and all the old music and makes those funny memes on you know, that is great because it's a great conversation piece. So,
right. A fight over music is fun. A fight over some of the other polarizing things like last Tuesday, nobody's going to win because they
No.
all have their opinion, right? So in music, you can have your opinion on who the best guitarist is, and
Yeah.
nobody's getting really upset. You're going to go, I'm going to go listen to my CD now, or my whatever, whatever school we're in. Put me my cassette tape back in my.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Well, at least you didn't say 8-track.
Yeah, that was a little
I was
more
waiting for him to say.
my cassette single when the 45
Right?
was done.
Album.
But
Of course, albums have come back though. I've seen them, and
Vinyl.
Vinyl is
I
come
spent-
back.
interesting
Yeah.
thing.
I spent 20 years in music retail and watched it from the end of vinyl to the beginning of vinyl 12 years ago. And now you go into a used music store and it's like, it is interesting because it's all vinyl again, which is a better sound than digital. The analog sound is, and it's just cool. But I mean, a record is $30. I mean, there's no longer a CD for 12. It's like pure records have a cost,
Exactly.
but they're buying them. It's a thing, especially in the independent world. Oh, well, that's a different subject.
Yeah, but it actually makes me think we're going to have to pick. I haven't chosen a playlist for some background or in between music at the event, so we'll have to choose them. I'm kind of an 80s person myself, so I love 80s music.
You can't go wrong because there's so many different genres in there.
Yep.
I know it.
Because it was
Yes.
the end of disco to the beginning of pop country, the Reba to what it is now with Hairspray, metal, right, and some punk. And that's anybody
so
can argue
many
80s all
genres.
you want to, but that was the most all-encompassing, diverse decade. Because then we went into don't bathe music of the grunge stuff in the 90s, and then and now we're into whatever we're into, and I don't understand it, but okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll look forward to that and so much more. I appreciate you guys once again for sponsoring. And really, you know what? There's going to be people who see this. Maybe they're not local to Raleigh, North Carolina, where we are, or Durham, right, or Clayton, wherever we're at in this area, Wake County, surrounding counties. But they can still purchase or do business or connect with and get value from you all. So
you want me to put it in a music sense? It's on 12-3. It's on 12-3, and we're going to learn the ABCs of marketing. So ABC 1, 2, 3, right? 12-3. It's on 12-3. Learn the ABCs. Sing it, Michael. That's how you get out of here. ABC
Love
1,
it.
2,
Love
3
it.
on 12-3. We'll see everybody there.
Yeah, and I was going to say I'm licensed in 29 states, so I can be all around. So yeah,
We've shipped to Saudi
Absolutely.
Arabia and England. We're good too.
See that? So in the thread of the video where you see this, it's being broadcast to 8 places: YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and elsewhere. Would love you guys to put the links to your website or how people can connect with you in the thread of the video so that people can take the next step. Now that they've been introduced, maybe they're not local and they're unable to come to the event, they could still connect with you. And of course, me, I would love to connect with everyone. And if you are local, we invite you to come. Maybe it's reasonable within any distance around Raleigh, downtown. We're going to be in the Wells Fargo building. And it's City Club Raleigh. It's a beautiful venue, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
They have an elevator concierge. How can you go wrong?
I know, right?
It starts at the elevator, dude. It's like you're only going up from there.
That's right. We're moving on up.
Oh, go George.
There you go. All right. Well, I look forward to the music and the fun and the learning and the connections. And so we'll see you all December 3rd, 12:30 p.m. City Club Raleigh.
Woo-woo, let's go.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.